Alright, today we're going to walk through paella, seafood paella on the big green egg. You don't normally think of seafood or paella for the big green egg, but it creates a real moist environment in the green egg, and this is perfect for it. So these are what you're going to need. This is the ingredients are on the link in the website below of this video, but here's all the ingredients you can have. And then this is very important. You need a paella-like pan. This is a copper pan that's 2.5 inches deep and that big, because it's going to make quite a quantity. But you've got to have that can be grill safe. Other than that, we've got our meats. You've got your sausage, you got salmon, you got fresh shrimp, you got chicken. You can add mussels, which is in the recipe, is optional. We're not doing it this time. You got onions, chicken broth, pepper, salt, olive oil, basil leaves. This rice, we prefer to use just long grain American Texmati rice. You got Worcestershire sauce, you got fresh minced garlic, you got your seasoning, you got your celery, your tomatoes, your hot sauce, and then one of the most important ingredients is the saffron. So you take saffron, you can get it at the grocery store, or even Costco started carrying it. You just take a little bit and you gotta marinate it in water, but that's on the recipe as well. So that's the hard part, is getting all your ingredients chopped and ready, and now we're gonna move out to the big green egg and start cooking. Alright, so we've got the egg at about 450 with just a grilling configuration, no place setter in there. And unfortunately the pan that we wanted to use, my wife just got and doesn't fit in there, so we're just going to use a deep all-clad pan that'll still do it. First thing you're going to do is add the olive oil. And you're going to add your chicken. Your chicken seasoned with salt and pepper and whatever else you want. This has a little Tony seasoning on it. Basically, you cube that chicken up. You're going to want to cook that, and you just want to brown that chicken. So it's going to cook about 10 minutes. Turn it every couple minutes. Alright, it's been about 10 to 12 minutes. I've been turning it every couple minutes, and that chicken's nice and brown. So you're going to strain the goodness out of that, put it in a dish. Alright, you're going to keep that chicken warm, so cover it up. Just put it in a dish like this, keep it warm on the side so it doesn't dry out. Now you're going to add in your celery. Your onions. Seasoning, your garlic, see, that fire's hot, your bay leaves, and last but not least, your saffron. You want to get all that saffron in there. That stuff's potent. We're going to mix this up and let this simmer about 1 to 2 minutes. See, that fire's coming up. So I'm going to mix it in real good and then shut this down and put that fire out. Alright, it's been about a minute. You can see it's got a nice roux already in there. just from that juice from the chicken and all that stuff we just added. Next thing you want to do is add your chicken stock. And we're going to close the lid, get that to about 450, and bring that to a boil. Alright, it's been a couple minutes, and that is to a boil. So we're going to add the rice, and then we're going to add that chicken back in. We're going to stir that up. Going to cook that rice. Now we're going to close the lid, and I'm going to let that cook for about 20 minutes, stirring it every 5 minutes. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes. We're going to add in the tomatoes. Stir that in and give that thing about 10 more minutes, stirring it every 5 minutes. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes, and that is starting to look very good. So I'm going to add 3 more things now. We're going to add the Worcestershire, the hot sauce, and then the salmon. So this is just cubed salmon, a pound of it. I'm going to mix that in. So most of that salmon is tucked down in there. Salmon is a lean meat, it's going to cook fast. So we're going to close the lid, and we're going to let that cook 4 minutes. Alright, it's been about 4 minutes. Now we're to the final stage. You're going to add your shrimp. You're going to add your sausage. And then your peas. We just use some frozen peas to let them thaw out a little bit. Do 1 to 2 cups of those. I personally hate peas, but my wife likes them, so I'm going to put them in there. Pan's getting full. We got plenty of room. So you want to get those shrimp down in there. We're going to let that cook about 5 minutes. Turning it probably 2 or 3 times during that 5 minutes. Alright, it's been about 5 or 6 minutes, and as you can see, that is just about perfect. Almost all the juices evaporated and soaked in and absorbed, and that is good looking stuff. So I'm going to put a lid over that and let it rest about 10 minutes on the stove and serve it up just like that. But you can see that plump rice and those shrimp are just perfect. If you need to, you can put it in the oven at 250 and cover it, but don't do that for more than 15 or 20 minutes because it'll start drying it out. So be ready to eat it pretty soon after it's done. So that's how you do paella on the big green egg. Bon appetit.